some Power Pilates today on the mat. If you don't have a ball, you can take a towel and roll it up, and that can be what you're going to use in between your legs and for other stuff. We're gonna start with a couple cat-cows. So forearms or palms on the mat, knees hip distance apart, rounding up, 2, 3, drop your head, and then bringing your heart, tailbone up to the sky. Try to articulate through the spine. And exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Warming up through the abdominals and warming up the spine forward. Heart up, tailbone up, and then tuck the tailbone under. One more. And on your next one, come to a neutral spine. Dropping the forearms down, we're going to come into a plank position. Now, Amber's doing the advanced version. She's going to come to a decline plank. If you have a chair or something, put your toes up onto the plank, and we're gonna be here for just 30 seconds. If you need to modify at all, you're gonna drop your knees. We're working on muscle endurance, so you wanna try not to sit back completely, keeping the hips tucked, squeeze through the abdominals. Make sure that you're breathing. Tailbone lengthens to the floor, squeeze the glutes. Not too low or too high, find that perfect spot, and then press your forearms into the mat to round the scapula, around the rib cage, sending the lower rib up to the ceiling. Last 5, 4, 3, and then still holding the plank, you're going to come up to the palms of your hands, and we're gonna do some push-ups. Down and exhale up, leading with the chin and not the hips, or leading with the heart and not the hips or the chin. You want to keep the spine all in line. Use the exhale as you come up. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can sit back into a quick child's pose. And if you have your chair, you can get rid of it now. Crawl up to the edge of your mat and swing your legs to the front. So if you have your ball or your towel, you're gonna place it in between your upper and inner thighs and roll all the way back down. So we have several versions of this. The first version of our 100 is going to be feet down. If you are intermediate, like Susie, you're gonna bring your legs up to tabletop. And if you are advanced, like Amber, you're going to extend the legs out on the diagonal. Everything inhales up, curl your neck, reach your arms towards your heels, squeeze the ball and start pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Squeeze the ring. Look at the ball to make sure that you're not putting any excessive tension in the neck and shoulders. Try to curl up even higher. And look at your belly. Make sure that your abs are drawing down into the mat and not poofing out. We're over halfway there. You have 3 more left. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the ball. Keep a little bit tension in. Exhale. You have your last one. Inhale. Try not to collapse. Lift it up. Come up 1 inch higher. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. You can bring your knees into your chest. You can set the ball over to the side. We're going with our ab series. So everybody does the same series. You're gonna bring the legs up into tabletop position. Hands come behind the head. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders so they come up into your flexion. Make sure that your knees are parallel with the floor. Starting with your twist for your obliques. Your right leg comes in and exhale, twist. Inhale on the switch and exhale. Drawing your abs down. If you are advanced, you can take the ball and bring it to one knee and the other knee, adding a little squeeze every time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing both legs up to the ceiling. Hands still behind the head. Inhale, up. Dropping your bottom leg down. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch. Now, if you want, you can add the twist. Thinking about your armpit going to your knee or past your knee instead of your elbow. So you get really into your obliques and you're not just pulling on your neck. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees back into tabletop. Inhale, reach towards your heels, double leg stretch. Your legs and your arms extend, but your body still stays in flexion. And then exhale, come up a little bit higher, back to tabletop. Inhale up, and exhale in. If you want and you're advanced, you can take your towel or your ball and put it in between your ankles. Squeeze on that ball when you extend, and exhale, bring it in a little bit tighter. And you want to make sure that the knees try not to come past the hips. You're not coming into a complete ball, but you're staying into tabletop. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the ball set it aside. Coming up, let's swing the legs back behind you. Heart comes forward. We're gonna do breaststroke press. So if you have your ball or your towel, I want you to place it in between your knees, or I'm sorry, in between your ankles. And then coming down, lying down on your mat. Your hands can either be stacked underneath your forehead or coming back behind you. If you're advanced, you're going to take your weights and bring your arms out to the front like Amber. So, imagine that you have a blueberry underneath your belly button. You're going to pull your belly button away from the floor. You don't want to squish your blueberry. Squeeze the ball with your ankles, draw your knees off the floor, and then send your tailbone down to the wall behind you. Abs pull in, inhale up, find that extension, and exhale down. Inhale on the way up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Always keeping in mind that you have that blueberry underneath your belly button. Abs pull in, tailbone lengthening to the floor. And then the tendency here is to want to lift up and look. But you want to keep your spine in line. So the head is going to follow the line of the spine. And think about moving from your upper back. Almost where like your bra strap is. And then lift up. And exhale. On your next one up, inhale up, hold it up, bring your arms to the front and swimming, just the arms. Squeeze the ball, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2. Hold it up, bring your legs up with the ball, up, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to press back into your child's pose. And then crawl up to the edge of your mat and sit back on your sacrum. So your sacrum, or you're sitting in between your sit bones and your sacrum. Your sacrum is the flat spot on the back of your pelvis, and your sit bones are the 2 little bones that you sit on. So you're going to tuck down, sitting in between the sit bones and the sacrum. You're going to take your hands, squeeze your legs in like you're trying to stuff yourself into a suitcase. Bring the shins in, holding it in so you're balancing, toes off the floor. You're holding like a little ball. We're gonna roll back. Inhale and then exhale. Hold it up. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, hold. Inhale, roll back. And exhale. The tendency is to swing the legs over the head because you want a lot of momentum. So you don't want your knees or shins to come up here. You want to stay inside your suitcase. And then exhale. The abs work on the way up to hold and balance. And if you are advanced, you're going into open leg rocker. So your legs will be straight. You're going to relax the shoulders and initiate. Inhale down and exhale to come up in balance, lengthening through the heart. And down. And exhale up. Let's do 3 more. 2. And last one. And bring your knees down. Grab your ball or your towel. Unless you're advanced and you're going to bring the knees all the way together. So, if you have, you're going to roll all the way back down. Bring your heels close to your seat. Tuck your tailbone under so you're sealing your lower back to the mat. So remember your blueberry, and now we want to squish the blueberry. Maybe it's a grape, maybe you're making wine, I don't know. Squeeze the knees together, tuck the tailbone under, so delete the space underneath your lower back. And then starting by peeling your tailbone off, lifting up so that you come to the top of your shoulders. So if you're advanced, your knees are going to be all the way together. And then at the top, soften the sternum away, and then roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. And then exhale, come up. And lift it up. And then soften away and roll down. And then exhale up, tucking the tailbone underneath. Almost like you're stacking blocks next to each other in a line. That's what your vertebrae is doing, like a string of pearls, lifting off the table and up. We're gonna do 1 more. Down. And exhale, come all the way up. Holding it at the top. If you're advanced, you're going to bring 1 leg up to the ceiling. And you're going to lift. Little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7. If you have that ball or towel, give it a squeeze. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Switch to your other leg if you're advanced. If you're on the floor, try to lift your heels off, toes pressed down, and squeeze that ball again to lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Drop your heels if they are lifted. Drop your leg if it's lifted. Hold it up 1 more time. Squeeze it a little bit higher and then soften your sternum away. Carefully lower down your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. You're going to take the ball out and bring your knees into your chest. And then cooling onto the backs of the legs, rock up to a seated position. So you're going to take your ball or your towel, and we're going to do oblique rollback. So your legs are all the way together, heels flat on the floor, arms reach forward. Squeeze your inner thighs together. You're going to roll back in between the sit bone and the sacrum, and then exhale, sweep your arms over to the left side, and then reach it right back up. And then exhale, sweep your arms to the other side, and exhale, come up, and exhale. And lift. If you are advanced, you can bring your legs up into tabletop, and inhale down, and exhale up, and inhale down, and exhale up. And if you would like to take it a step further, you can lengthen the legs down, hover over the floor in a stretch pose, and then inhale up, and then exhale down, and inhale up. Always exhaling on the way up, trying to turn those shoulders to either side, opening up the back shoulder, looking both to the wall. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees in, set the ball aside, and let's go roll onto our right side for our side leg. I want you to line your body up so it's in line with the mat. Legs too. palm presses into the floor. You're going to lift your top leg up to hip height and then flex through the foot, starting with little lifts. Abs pull in, hips are stacked. So just because you're laying on the side doesn't mean you can lie down and let your abs fall out. Pulling the abs in, kind attention to your torso as your leg comes up. Now I want you to make sure that there's all 5 toes are pointing towards your side. You don't want to roll up because you'll start getting into your quad. We want to stay into the side seat. Lift, 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 lift. You can use your front arm as a kickstand to push up. Use the exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really flex through the foot. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. We're going to slow it down. Up for 2 and down for 2. Come up for 2 and down for 2. And up for 2 and down for 2. And up for 2 and down. Last one. We go up for 2 and hold it down. Back to little pulses. 10, 9, 8. Really flex through the heel. Make sure you're pulling up on the quad so the whole leg is super straight. Energy going out for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Point through the foot. Lift the leg up 2 inches higher and add little circles back. Little circles back. 4, 3, 2. And little circles front. 4, 3, 2. Holding it up. You're going to bend both knees into your chest. Your toes face up towards the ceiling. You're going to draw the leg up and draw it down. So you're drawing the line of your other leg. And you can pretend that you're in a pantyhose commercial. That's what I like to do. And then bring it up and bring it down. And extend up and down. 3 more. Up and down. And up and down. And up and down. And now we're going to do clamshell. Open and close. And open and close. And open and close. Open and close. For 3, 2, and 1. You're going to come down. You're going to take the top leg up. Pull it into your L shape. So your abs have to pull back for the leg to come up. Try to rotate from the femur so the toe looks down and little lifts. Lift, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Toes to nose, in. Extra points if you get the toe to your nose. Pull the abs back. 4, 3, 2. Little pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up and bring it in. You can give it a little love, pat it back. Let's roll onto the back. Figure 4 stretch. So you're going to take the left across your right and open up through the left hip. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, bring your legs in and thread the needle. So let's go ahead and do the other side. So lying down, facing over the other side, line your body up with the front edge of your mat. Abs pull in, top arm is a kickstand, bring the top leg up, flex the foot, bending, straightening through the leg, engage through the quad, lift, lift, lift. Abs pull back, kneecaps lift up. Make sure that you're all the way straight, and then check to see if all 5 of your toes are looking towards the wall in front of you. Abs pull in. You want them all looking to the side. No rotating toes up to the ceiling. Keep them side. Up, up. Abs pull in. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Use that front arm. Lift, 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 lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's slow it down. We go up for 2. And down for 2. Abs in, up, 2, and down, 2, and up, 2, and down, 2. Lift up, and down. Exhale, up, and down. Last one, and up, and down. 10 pulses, 10, 9, gotta be even, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hold it up, point through the foot, lift up 2 inches higher, make sure all 5 toes are tracing the front, and little circles back. 3, 2, and circles front. 4, 3, 2, and hold it up, bring both knees in, knees to the floor, toes to the sky, draw the line of your leg up and back in. Pretend you're in the commercial, or maybe you're training to be a rockette. These are my fantasies. Last 3, in, and 2, and in, and last 1, and bring it in, clamshell, open and close. So maybe now you're Suzanne Summers. It's the glory days of the 80s, early 90s. Get your thigh master out, outside, and in, and in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Taking the top leg up, lengthen it out, internally rotate the toes. So from the femur, you're coming in, little lifts. Abs have to pull back for the legs to come up front. Lift, 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 lift. Try to rotate those toes down. 5, 4, 3. Now toes to nose, pull the abs back. Toes in, in, in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to leg lifts. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg in. Give it a little love. Roll onto your back. And then come in. So we have 2 exercises left, and then we can stretch. So holding onto the backs of the thighs, roll up to a seated position. Grab your ball again. Grab your ball or towel. We're going to do a teaser pass. So you have a couple options. Place the ball or towel in between your ankles, holding onto the backs of the thighs. This is level 1. Rolling out, you can just hold it here the whole time. That's totally fine. Level 2, your arms go straight. Level 3, we're going to pass the ball. Lengthen all the way down into your stretch pose, and then come back, pass the ball, bring the legs together, and then come back. Bringing it up, pass it back. So the idea is that you gotta hold yourself in the teaser long enough to pass the ball successfully. And then if you are advanced, your legs are gonna stay straight the whole time. Come up, pass, and then down. Exhale up, pass, and then down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. On your next one up, hold it up, lengthen out through the heart. Lift it up 1 inch higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs in. Set the ball aside. We're gonna do mountain climbers and push-ups to finish out. Get the heart rate back up. So your palms are on the mat. Shoot the legs back behind you. Let's bring the legs in one at a time. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want. If you're advanced, maybe you wanna get the heart rate up and bring it up fast. If you're bringing it slow, go double time. In, and in, and in, and in. Squeeze your armpits, almost like you have lemons underneath your armpits. You're squeezing. Shoulders are away from your ears. In, and in, and in, and in. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Push-ups, 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can always drop your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up into the high plank. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Push back with your arms into your down dog. Drop your heels down to the floor. Tilt your sit bones to the ceiling. Press your heart to your thighs. You can finish up with a child's pose. And if you want a longer workout today, you can do the whole thing all over again and make sure you do all the advanced versions.